So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hello, welcome everybody to a new episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. We are sitting here. It's a beautiful day, and my co-host is sitting right across from me.
That is right. It's a beautiful day, and we're stuck here. we're following social restrictions, keeping it to no guests again this episode.
Yeah, we actually, as we said, it's illegal for us to have guests in our studio because it's a private residence. So
exactly, we took like a measuring tape, made sure 1.5 meters,
which is the whole apartment wall to wall.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we're like, I'm like squished. I'm like, just don't move your head, otherwise it's illegal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we measured. We found 1.5 meters, and then we put the measuring tape away, and we just sat down.
Yep. So yeah, I walked in. First of all, Vivek, how do people find you online?
Okay, you can find me by going to @funnyvivek, and then find me on Face. I can proudly say now, the memories of the @funnyvivek letter M is gone.
Wait, did you claim the
YouTube? No.
YouTube?
No.
So you just gave up.
I gave up. I actually gave up.
So what is the YouTube channel?
Vivek Mahbubani.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I have barely any followers. They're like, we can't type that whole name.
Right,
You get
yeah.
it, right? So I've given up on that part.
You have a hashtag on Instagram that is has whatever 500
something like
posts
that.
or something, because I was posting the podcast episode
yeah.
and I tagged Vivek Mahbubani. It
Yeah.
auto-filled it.
Oh.
And then I clicked on it. It's like a bunch of fans posting
Really?
and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
I better. Yes, I know
I mean,
that.
a couple of them are Indian people, have nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
But
They're
it's
riding
mostly
the
you.
wave. They're like, I'm that too.
Exactly.
Hey, look, Mom, I made it.
It's like one of these posts that like good morning. You know how Indian people every single day
yeah.
they go good morning.
The quote of the day.
Yeah, but then it's also like a million hashtags, and
Yeah.
one of them is you for some
Oh,
reason.
God damn it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
If you're listening and you want to have fun, just tag Vivek and
Yeah.
post something that has nothing to do with
Actually,
him.
do that, for this week. I want you to do take some random unnecessary photo where
Yeah.
everyone's like, what the hell are you doing? There's a point to this. Right? And I want to completely flood the hashtag Vivek Mahbubani. So
Yeah.
when people research about me, let's hire this guy. Let's see what his background
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
They're like, what the hell is he doing over there?
So yeah, do that please on Twitter, on Instagram,
Is
on
that
Facebook.
Is that a cleavage? What's that? Why is he tagging that?
Just post what is the most random thing you can post?
Yeah. Just I don't know, like folding of skin. Wrinkles.
You know, Twitter is on Twitter, porn is totally legal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Twitter has basically, I think they have some sensitive content or whatever,
Yeah.
but you can post it and you cannot take it down.
Wow.
As opposed to Instagram,
Yeah.
when nipples,
Yeah.
women nipples can get
Yeah.
you in trouble, and then the whole account can get shut down. I obviously know this for research purposes for this episode. It's the only reason. I looked it up because I am very informed.
But then how do you know if it's a woman nipple? I mean, if you have no context, if it's
This is what people say now because of the whole, the transgender thing and
Yeah.
whatever. So you get into a weird territory.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, are you saying she's not a woman? And then it's messy.
Hey, that's a good way to get around the rules, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's is that porn? I identify that as knowledge.
Exactly. Identify as knowledge.
where do people find you, though?
I research knowledge every night before I go to bed for exactly 45 seconds.
Yeah, I
have
go
a
to
lot of
knowledgehub.com.
knowledge hub that. In case
really
you want to follow an account that does not have my knowledge, it's at the other Muhammad on
Exactly.
Instagram.
Yeah.
That's mostly
Oh,
my
man.
So I was how was your weekend?
Oh,
we're
man.
recording on Sunday as usual.
Yeah, we're recording on Sunday, and you might notice that the acoustics are a bit different.
Yeah,
The-
not just that, the acoustics are different. And I walked in, as you guys know, the studio is basically Vivek's living room.
Yeah.
You turned the whole thing into a studio of some
dude,
sort.
It's ridiculous. I
Not
had
not
this-
just an audio studio like we usually do, but
No,
a
visual-
full-on visual studio. So I walked in, just give you a bit of a visual. I walked in from the door. There's a massive green screen to your right,
I tell you
blocking
what,
the window.
for the photo for this episode,
Yeah.
we'll take it with the green screen.
Oh, there you go. Actually,
do
that's a
that.
good idea.
We'll do that. Yeah.
So yeah, there is a big green screen, but also in your bedroom, it's
Yeah.
also turned to a bunch of other stuff. So can you explain what's going on?
knowledgehub.com. I'm filming for those guys.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I
It's a
had
little
this.
early for that.
Hey, when you get desperate, man, what are you
That's
gonna
true.
do?
We have no gigs. What
We
are you
have
gonna
no
do?
gigs. Yeah, I'm making the gigs, So I had this virtual gig. So what happened is I was supposed to have this physical in-person gig that was booked like, I don't know, in December last year, and we were going to do it in March. And then obviously January happened, and then we were at war with Omicron. You know.
Which is bad timing, bad use of the words right now.
I think you know what, let's come to the point. I think she can see the future. Except that she sees it and doesn't judge it properly. Like 2 days before the whole Cathay Pacific pilot thing, she's like, oh, so like 2 days after that, she has her own issue. But 2 days before, she's talking big talk, right? Then like a week ago, she's like, oh, we're at war. We can't follow this. And 1 week later,
and then
like,
Putin is like, hold my vodka.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me show you how that is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'll show you a real war.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So then obviously with the restrictions, they were like, oh, we should turn it virtual. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I've done this before. You know, you go to a studio, they've got the green screen and everything going on. And then because this company, they're really strict with their COVID restrictions, that they will follow everything by the dot to government regulations.
Right.
So if I go to a studio, I can only have a camera person in the same room as me. Right?
Wait, that kind of doesn't make sense because if you go to an office, like people working, you can still mingle.
Oh, no. So this is you because you don't just follow the law blindly. You understand the law doesn't make sense, and so you're questioning it.
No, but I'm saying legally.
Yeah,
if you are in a bank or whatever,
so
you're not supposed to social
distance. So these guys are so conservative that they're like, okay, we're not even going to risk it.
That's crazy.
Should something if there's an outbreak in that studio, and then our name comes out in the papers and stuff, we're not even going there. I'm like, wow, okay.
Damn.
So they were like, what can we do? And initially they were like, oh, do you have like an iPad? You know, we can maybe film it. And I was like, wait a second, hold on. What's your objective? They're like, oh, we just need you to film it like, you know, as good quality as you could. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I see an opportunity over here.
Yeah.
I was like, I actually have this equipment from other stuff I've done before. I can do this for you. They're like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, but...
it's going to charge more.
Yeah, it's going to charge more.
Course.
They're like, yeah, we have the budget for the studio and everything. I was like, now we're talking
Done.
my business.
Yeah. Nice.
So then I was working on that and I showed them demos and everything. They're like, yeah, this can work.
Yeah.
The only downside is that I've got to keep this setting for like pretty much a week and a half. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So what's happening is that I have to interview different people.
Yeah.
For this gig.
Yeah.
And the people obviously have different schedules.
So wait, you're interviewing them from your like through Zoom.
Yes.
With like a green screen and everything.
Yes.
So you're like the weather guy. With like the background and
correct.
the
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm basically the host for the whole event.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they'll green screen whatever the word is, like put me over like some graphics and everything.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, I had to show.
I
them
guess you
demo.
can't really say much about your client, but
Yeah.
can you say what the background, like an idea of what the background is like?
It's basically like an exhibition. It's supposed to be
Okay.
like an expo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
Okay.
then, that's the idea is that they have this big expo going on. It was supposed to be physical. They all normally do physical.
Yeah.
Obviously, like who goes to an expo like virtually, right? And then they were like, oh, we still have to get
In
this
the
done.
metaverse, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's a matter of time, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Someone was telling me the other day that apparently you can buy a piece of land close to Snoop Dogg's house in the metaverse.
I'm not
for
surprised.
$375,000, like real money.
Yeah.
When you buy the piece of land next to Snoop Dogg's house.
Yeah.
In the metaverse.
Wow.
Which is like, if you have this kind of money, like
Yeah.
I guess you can do it. It's
Sure.
like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, like, I tell you what, I can draw you a Photoshop image.
But
and
here's
put-
a question that will get me in trouble, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you go to Snoop Dogg's house and murder him in the
in the metaverse. I
yeah.
think you can probably and then maybe reload from save
No, but
points.
that's boring.
Yeah.
Like, that's super boring.
So I don't know what
I would think it's like just like because it's supposed to be like Second Life. Do you remember Second Life?
Yeah.
Like I remember in Second Life, I don't think you can come back if you actually. So that's why you have to like protect yourself and
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure the guys who are working on the metaverse thing, they probably thought this through.
Yeah.
And they probably were like, all right, you know what you can do? We can let you buy tokens. And then with this amount of tokens,
Yeah,
you
of course. But I do want to get in the metaverse and
Yeah.
like kill a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because you know, in real life, what is okay? You can call in if you know what is
Yeah.
what is the law in the meta because they want to make it as real as possible.
So in real life, you okay? So Mohammed, maybe you don't understand coming from Egypt. You cannot murder.
No, but you can in the metaverse. That's
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
want to do. That's
That's
my
like-
point.
yeah,
What
okay,
is the
okay,
law in the metaverse? Like, can I break into Snoop Dogg's house and steal his stash?
I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming yes because probably they're giving you like a cheaper version of the metaverse.
Also, in the what Snoop Dogg sees,
Yeah.
is like he's like having fun and
Yeah.
there's no hobos and no one's
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
break
exactly.
in.
Yeah.
But they're giving me like, oh yeah, you can kill
Yeah,
him.
you're like a level 1 hobo in the metaverse, you know. He's like sitting there like, oh, look at this kid trick thinking he's in
Yeah.
my world.
Oh man, that's pretty fucked up. Actually, this is a good like Black Mirror episode.
Oh, full
where
on.
there's like levels of the metaverse.
Yeah. You're
And
living
then-
in a little poor world.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, look at me, I'm rich.
Yeah. I can just imagine, like, but that would be so weird. Like, if you're in a metaverse and everyone is like super rich and super successful,
Yeah.
then it's kind of no fun. You can't be showing
That's what
off.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everyone's super rich, and then you can't die, and you
Yeah.
can't like rob each other. Like that's the fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
exactly,
there's
yeah.
like different levels.
I mean, would you be able to smell it, like when Snoop Dogg is smoking up and stuff?
I
Would
know.
you know?
Yeah, that's what I want to do: is steal his stash and then murder him.
Yeah, or just secondhand stash, right? Just like next door, you know. Yeah, so, speaking of Snoop Dogg, hey, guess what? The Hong Kong government has locked everything down.
weird segue.
No, the reason because this is one connection I found.
Yeah.
is that they've locked everything down till the 20th of April.
I when I listen to that, I'm like, is anyone even checking what you're saying
yeah,
anymore?
exactly. Like when I saw the number, I was like,
Yeah.
420.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
To be fair, I did listen to the press conference. In the beginning, she said from middle to end of April.
Yeah.
But then the official thing went 420.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Your PR team needs to not only get fired, but banished.
Yeah.
You know, they need to get never.
Ridiculous.
How do they not even know this?
No, I don't think, dude. They're.
I think
you know
they're
what? Someone
high.
was telling me the other day. I was
Yeah.
having a similar conversation, and they said like, I don't know much about her background, but they said like she like people like who get to this position in Hong
Yeah.
Kong, they were never really in the society. Like they were never really
Yeah.
a
Oh,
normal
obvious.
person all
Correct.
of their lives.
Correct, yeah.
So I think because I'm kind of new here, but she said a bunch of stuff in the past when she
Yeah.
like I think she was filmed on like an MTR station,
Oh,
not
yeah.
knowing how
okay,
to.
so let me
yeah,
tell you the story,
me.
right? So this is what happened. Before she became the chief executive, she
Yeah.
was like, I'm one with the people.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, let me see what these people do. And went down to the MTR.
Right.
And the MTR, in case she's listening in, it's the train station, man.
Right.
It's what we always take, okay? So she goes there.
Yeah.
She sees that octopus little
Yeah.
tap thing over there. She's
And
like,
someone gave her an octopus card.
yeah, she's like, I see you're giving me a gift. Yo, thank you very much. You know? And they're like, no, it's not a gift. You use this. She's like, okay, I will use it by putting it in my cupboard of gifts, right? Then she taps the octopus thing.
Yeah.
Right? She's looking at it. She's like, why is it not welcoming me? Where's my, 5-star?
Yeah, where's
grand
my
welcome?
red carpet?
Right? And then the turnstile's just waiting.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like,
Go.
Go. Yeah, go. And then she's like, what's going on? Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually finally she's like, oh, so you mean I've got to walk and push this? There's no driver for this,
Oh
right?
God.
Yeah, and then obviously the comeback is like, oh, in overseas, a lot of these things, they open
yeah,
automatically.
of course.
I'm like, use your eyes.
Yeah.
And look at that. Does that look like it's gonna slide in to the
The turnstiles,
machine?
yeah, it's not like the gate that
Yeah,
opens
exactly. Yeah, it's not
sideways.
the left-right gate, right? You know. And I'm looking at, I'm like, which overseas place did you go to that is
Also,
this-
the fact that she goes in overseas, they do it differently.
Yeah.
That means you're not even familiar
enough,
with the
yeah.
city that you want to govern.
Exactly. The one thing every Hong Konger was proud of initially when it first came out was the octopus card. They were like, dude, this is like
Yeah,
the
it's a
ultimate
game
thing.
changer.
It's a game changer. Like, there's no change.
I bet
and
that's the
stuff.
first time she ever holds an octopus card.
For
like
sure.
was that day.
Exactly, for sure. Yeah. I bet you anything, even if she does hold it now ever, she'll probably, like how people when they smoke, they don't hold their own cigarette?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
this little stick that holds it for them. She probably has that. Yeah, so that was the big thing I was like, and then the second thing
So that was
that,
before she was CE.
yeah. She wanted to show like, oh, I'm with the people. So big boo boo.
I
Right?
love
So, and then the second situation was that I think she was like claiming she was working late.
Yeah.
Right? And they didn't have any toilet paper, like toilet tissue, like toilet paper, right? Toilet
Yeah.
roll. She goes down to 7-Eleven and she's like, I want to buy some toilet paper. And they're
Yeah.
like, we don't sell toilet rolls here.
Yeah.
And then she's like, all of these, like, oh, I didn't know,
So
I
was
thought-
it like her like followed with cameras and everything?
I think people found out or something like they
Right.
made a release that she went
Yeah.
down. It couldn't happen.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, yeah, because, I thought, let me help the team out. They needed toilet paper.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, woman, clearly you've never been to 7-Eleven before. If you think you can get a roll of toilet paper.
Why would she
right?
go to 7? She's not gonna buy cigarettes at 3 a.m. She
Exactly.
doesn't-
That's what
yeah.
she's probably claiming. It was late at night.
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
closed, and I needed some toilet. I was like, who the fuck is running out of toilet paper at 3 in the morning? Like, how poor is your planning skills that you did not think ahead?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So all
But
that
so
stuff.
so they use these things to make her look like popular or whatever, and then it always backfires.
This is what I mean. The PR
Right.
was probably showing like, oh, humility.
Right,
Show
right.
that she's not
One
perfect
with the
either.
people.
Yeah, so I make mistakes too. It's like, no,
Yeah.
woman, you are an idiot. Okay, like we don't make stupid mistakes like that. Okay?
Right.
So yeah, I think the PR team probably either doesn't exist,
Yeah.
or even if they do, they're probably in the same world that she is. and hence the reason why she's doing all these weird things.
Right.
But then again, nowadays, her PR team is probably saying, you know what, you can do anything you want.
Yeah. It's like who cares anymore?
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, and no one can do anything.
So
about
the
it.
elections are pushed to May.
Yeah.
Not that they're not that it matters
Yay.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can vote, right?
So I can vote in my heart.
No, but you have a Hong Kong passport.
No, but I can vote for the chief executive. That's I think
Why?
only, like there's a small group of 1,000 something people that can vote for her. That's it.
Wait, okay, really?
Yeah, we don't get to vote for her.
Like the so is it like the electoral college,
It's-
like in the US kind of thing?
I think it's similar, but like you only have a group of 1,000 some people who supposedly represent the whole city,
right.
And then they
so
vote.
your local representatives.
Yeah,
vote.
but let's be honest. I mean, they're not
Junior's
representing.
hoe?
Yeah, exactly. If he represents me, I got to change my ways, man. Yeah.
I have Regina Ip in Sai Pun.
Oh, really?
She represents me.
I think who am I over here? I you know what? At this point, I'm just giving up. I'm like,
Also, at this point, I have been in Hong Kong for almost 3 years. I've been paying taxes,
Yeah.
and I get zero benefits so far.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
the taxes I've been paying. 'Cause
Right.
so they're about to announce another handout.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Vivek.
Yeah.
It's $10,000.
Yeah.
This is like the second or third
You
one.
don't get it, right?
Nope. I
Oh,
got nothing.
man.
The ones on the consumption vouchers on the Octopus card,
Yeah.
I get nothing, which is why.
You didn't get it either.
Nope. No, I'm not PR. So I'm getting if I'm not PR, why am I paying taxes just like a local?
Yeah.
When I'm getting zero benefits, I'm not getting any.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is like when they subsidize, like in times like this, they sometimes subsidize like the
the electricity and stuff?
bill
Yeah,
and
you get a
stuff.
bit of
That's-
that.
Yeah, I get a bit of that.
Yeah.
But I've been like not doing much for the last literally 4 months. The bill comes under $200,
Yeah.
and then the email says you don't have to pay because it's too little.
Yeah.
We're gonna move it to the next month.
Yeah.
And I've never paid electricity bill so far.
Wow, damn,
Because
dude.
it's so little.
Yeah.
Because it just like
Yeah.
the dog is giving me warmth because I'm poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
You know
fucking-
what's gonna happen though?
Yeah.
Like your electricity bill is gonna come, right? Every month is like it's not enough for us to pay.
And then
All
I'll
right.
get like $1,000 bill.
And then not just that, and then that'll be the first month they said, okay, enough subsidies, no more subsidies. And then
Yeah.
You get screwed.
Exactly.
You're like the 1 month I gotta pay. Why would you do that?
Yeah, which is why you should probably get on the Patreon. This is a
Yeah,
good time.
yeah.
But if you have $5 to spare,
Yeah.
we do put bonus episodes every single week on the Patreon.
Yeah.
We are over 60 bonus episodes on Patreon. So you can always, whenever you subscribe, you unlock the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you can go back and listen to us. Last week was actually, we got pretty good feedback on it because we went long.
Yeah.
And we went through the events of COVID-related events in Hong Kong since the beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And
And
we
that
were-
lasted 20 minutes, man.
yeah,
2 months.
It's actually 30 minutes. We almost went like 27
Jeez.
minutes. So our bonus is usually 15 to 20 minutes. We went kind of long and we went through everything. We got a lot of good feedback because apparently I went on a few rants.
Yeah.
And people like the rants. I didn't know that. So yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon.com/HoHoPod.
Yeah.
And $5 a month. You unlock the whole thing and you get to support 2 struggling artists.
Yeah.
Well, one struggling and one.
Well, one living in the green screen world at the moment.
Yeah, one living in the metaverse.
Trying to hustle, dude. Like I really like the other day when she made that announcement until like 20th April. I was so angry. Like,
Yeah.
I was angry because I was like, okay, you've finally given us an actual date we can work towards. But I was more angry because I was like, that's the date we can work towards. But I can tell you, guarantee.
Oh, no, it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
No.
So now
chance.
not only have you extended to 2 months, telling us the next 2 months nothing's happening, gyms, bars, nothing, right?
Yeah.
Now you're giving us a little hope, but I'm like, I don't believe it, man.
I
Yeah.
had to negotiate with a couple of I have some recurring costs for backstage comedy,
Yeah.
and now that it's it's just not happening.
Yeah.
So I have to negotiate with the accounting team and then with the people who run the licensing for the
Yeah.
company and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't keep paying for it for the next
it's
3
pointless.
months. And
Yeah.
I have zero income.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't care. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's not great.
Our group, Hall of Laughs, which basically runs the Cantonese shows,
Yeah.
we got public liability insurance for a whole year, all right?
Yeah.
The first time we got it was in 2019, and then obviously with the whole protest and everything, we couldn't do a lot of shows, so that was failed. So we paid a whole year's worth of insurance, didn't use it much. Then we just got I think middle of last year, we got that. We used it one time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why is this happening? Again, we can't because it's fixed to one venue. Right, so therefore we
Right.
can't just use that insurance for every other venue. We have to use that venue, and the problem with that venue is that you either book it ahead, and if you can't book it, you got to reschedule. And people are fighting for slots. I'm like, oh god, this is killing
But
me.
on the
man.
other hand, they're subsidizing stuff like Ocean Park, and
Yeah.
they've been bailing it out for years now.
Right, I know.
And it's like, but when you have a small, and not forget about comedy. Fuck comedy.
Yeah,
I'm talking about even the small mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
they're disappearing left and right.
Yeah.
And they're not getting much from the government.
Yeah.
And
I mean, even if they're giving anything, like, okay, let's say you have a shop and they give you, let's say, $50,000. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, have you been to a shop before?
well, again, that goes back to our earlier point. They're
Yeah.
so disconnected from
Yeah.
actually the people that
society,
they're
yeah.
supposed to represent.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, $50,000, that's more than enough. It's like,
yeah.
no,
it's not. Have you paid rent before? Right?
No,
that's
the
nothing.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, I think honestly, a lot of people nowadays getting frustrated. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm having problems with my own side. Like, okay, so my sister is born and raised here in Hong Kong,
Right.
And she has been out of Hong Kong for almost 3 years now. She's gonna be out of Hong Kong for 3 years on exactly 3rd of April.
which is she has PR, I imagine.
Yeah, she has PR now, but then obviously she's got to renew it, because the law is this: if your blood did not consist of anything Chinese, you
Okay.
have to come back every 3 years to say I am part of this place.
Okay, let's backtrack here a bit. So, what passport does she have?
British.
Why?
She's in UK.
Yeah, I know, but she's born here.
Yeah, but
And you guys are Indian
Yeah, but
descent.
it's not the passport. It's the Hong Kong ID card I'm talking about. It's not the Hong Kong passport. So the ID
Yeah, no,
card.
but
has
my
nothing to do with
question
the
is like,
passport.
why does she not have a Hong Kong passport?
No, because that's another issue, man. Like to get the Hong Kong passport, there was so many problems because again, we're not Chinese, so there's a lot of other loops to jump through. Yeah, so another celebrity, Kilbobo, Gil Paul, he was a famous TV celebrity. He left Hong Kong because his wife couldn't get a Hong Kong passport.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was
but like explain to me and the audience, like,
Yeah.
so you're actually. I've known you for many years.
Yeah.
Until this moment, I've
Yeah.
always thought you have a Hong Kong passport.
No, I don't have a Hong Kong passport. So that's
But
the thing.
how come?
Because I could not get it.
Why?
Because I'm not Chinese.
But you're born here.
I know, and that's what I mean. It's case by case. It's really bizarre.
Okay, so explain to us, like, slow down again
Okay, all right.
and explain why you don't have a Hong Kong. I get that
Okay.
because you're not Chinese.
Yeah.
But how difficult it is to get a Hong Kong passport?
So first of all, I have a British passport. Now, what happened is in '97 during the handover. Now, these are the stories I was told by the adults. Okay, back then. So what happened is that during the handover, the British were leaving Hong Kong, Chinese were coming over, and the British were like, "See ya."
yeah.
Ciao ciao, you know? And then the Chinese was like, ni hao, but
Yeah.
not ni hao to you. You know? So what happened was that both sides didn't really want this group of basically non-Chinese.
Right.
And there was a bunch of Indians going like, hey, hold on a second, you brought us here, you better do something.
Yeah.
And I think there was
We
some-
make all of your suits.
Exactly,
How
yeah,
dare you?
exactly, yeah,
We
yeah,
sell you
yeah.
fake watches. We make great food.
How can you tell time then? You know?
It's time to eat great food.
Exactly. Right? So I think there was some back and forth and everything. I think like basically some method or some way, a whole bunch of us got British passports because we had some family, we had some proof of like.
So
UK
that was like
connection.
what, your grandparents' generation, or?
When my grandfather was still, so 1997.
Oh, right.
Right,
Okay.
during the handover time.
Yeah.
So there was a time then there was a whole group got a British passport. So
And before that, what passports did you have?
I believe my mom
Because you were a
had-
kid, you were alive
Yeah,
back then.
I think my mom had Indian. I forget what my dad had. I can't
Okay.
remember. Maybe also Indian. I can't remember. But like somewhere,
So you guys were permanent residents in Hong
Yes,
Kong,
born and
obviously
raised.
born and
Yeah,
raised,
yeah.
and then you had Indian passports or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when that agreement happened, what about the brown folk?
Yeah.
And they're like, I guess give them British passports.
Yeah.
So you got the British passport when you were like what, 10 or something like that?
97. So I'd be like what 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were just given a British passport for the first time.
Somehow I'm sure the details were way more complicated.
Right.
But all I know is that yes, I got like a British.
And you had
passport.
never lived in the UK, but obviously you lived in Hong Kong that was part of the UK.
Because like my family, there were some that were from the UK.
Yeah.
And therefore that was the weird twist is that we
Yeah.
had family there, and so technically there was enough family to prove that we
Yeah.
could be in the UK, or maybe part of my family did go to the UK for a while and they never told me.
But wait, but you don't have a BNO. You have a regular.
I'm BN, yes, I'm BN.
Yeah, just BN.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, BN. So that's a weird twist. Okay.
Yeah.
So now when it comes to a Hong Kong passport, this is the issue, is that when you apply for that, there's some certain like, okay, when you go to China, I don't get the fast pass card. I've got to go the foreigner route. I
Right.
cannot get the fast pass card because I have to have Chinese heritage or Chinese blood in me to
Oh.
get that card. And I was
I
like,
have
what?
so many racist jokes to make,
Right?
but I really don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. you know?
but
So
keep going.
that's a weird thing. So anyway, so coming back to the whole point is that the Hong Kong ID card has nothing to do with your passport. It's the card itself to get in and out of Hong Kong.
Right.
Right. So every 3 years, if you're not living in Hong Kong, if you're not residing in Hong Kong,
Yeah.
and you're not Chinese, you have to come back and quote unquote renew it and say, "I'm
Yeah.
back, people."
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, when things open up, my sister coming down. She hasn't seen us for a long time anyway. We
Right.
haven't seen her. So we're like, yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah.
So we were scheduled, planning, okay, come on down. And obviously, boom, all of a sudden flights are banned
From the UK.
from the UK,
Yeah.
right? And then so I look into it and I'm like, oh, you can kind of transit, go to somewhere else, and then come to
yeah,
Hong
do
Kong.
the washover. Everyone's
Yeah,
doing that now.
the washover,
You go
yeah.
to Thailand, you party for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then you come here.
Right. So this is the thing. I checked. It's 21 days in another place. It has to be like 21 days in.
No,
like-
some places like Singapore and Thailand and I think Indonesia are like 2 weeks now.
so I think because she was coming from UK.
So you have
hence she has
to
be
not
3
be
weeks
in the UK for
21
oh,
days.
I see.
And
Okay.
then you come to Hong Kong. So remember
God
back
damn.
then was like 21 days washover, and
Yeah.
then come to Hong Kong for another 20. It wasn't 14 days yet
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
So I was like, that's crazy. She's like, yeah, that's impossible.
And then her job obviously and
Obviously
everything.
not
Yeah.
happening, right?
Didn't you say she's like a microbiologist or something?
Something like that, yeah. So I was like,
something too smart for you to even know.
Yeah,
what she
exactly.
does.
She's like, there's a lot of organs and people are surviving because of her.
Yeah.
Like, imagine 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Of patients going like, so when do we get the transplant?
where
Like,
is
yeah,
the
you see-
Frankenstein that they're building?
Yeah,
What is
right?
gonna happen to
exactly,
it?
yeah. And then Frankenstein was like, so what's happening? Like, yeah, so what's happening right now is that washing over in Thailand.
Yeah.
So all that happened. And then obviously, finally, with the flight bans continuing on till 20th April, we're like, yeah, you're not coming back in time.
Right.
So now we're trying to figure out, okay, we sent a letter to the immigration department trying to see if there's a way. Because I'm sure she's not the only one. They can only be like
Hey, I
one
have an
person.
idea.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she go to the Chinese embassy
Yeah.
and then just step foot in the Chinese embassy?
Yeah.
Which makes her stepping foot in Chinese territory.
Oh.
And Hong Kong is part of China,
Yes.
as we all know.
Yes.
And that makes her have come back to China for the last 3 years.
Possible.
That is.
I could try. I mean, you know what? At
This
point-
is half joking, half not.
No, I'm serious.
She
That's a
should
good point.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I will actually give her
Yeah.
that suggestion.
Yeah,
I'll
just
tell her
walk
go
in
to
the
the embassy.
Yeah.
Go to the Hong Kong supermarket.
Yeah.
yeah.
Go
Take-
to welcome.
Take pictures
Yeah.
of you with like some dim sum
Exactly.
dumplings, say something in Cantonese on an
Yeah.
Instagram
Maybe
story.
in the Chinese embassy they have a room that is outside of the embassy. It's just
Yeah.
like a little shed.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
that's Hong Kong
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah, go to the library, borrow books, have it on the record that I
Yeah.
was everything I could do about Hong Kong I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's good. I really will tell her that. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in my next episode. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
If it solves it, Mohammed, I think it's time to change careers.
Yeah, exactly. Solving people's diplomatic problems. Oh man.
Oh man. So yeah, those are the issues I think a lot of us, and I find every week more and more people around me are getting frustrated
Yeah.
to the point it's no longer just anger. It's like, I think it's time to maybe consider
Yeah.
this as, what's the alternative? What's the plan B now?
Yeah, there
And-
is a Facebook group that just popped up like maybe 10 days ago or something. And it's for support of people who are leaving.
Yeah.
But it started by like a random person, no organization behind it, but it has thousands of followers now.
Not
And
surprising.
people are asking so many questions and stuff. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's not great.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things that I want to talk about is that when people are leaving now, because I have a dog, and
Yeah.
I didn't like seriously consider leaving, but you always have to have that as like what's gonna happen.
Yes.
And the dog situation is a nightmare.
Oh, man.
Because usually before COVID and everything, it depends on the type of dog and the weight. Sometimes a dog, if it's a French bulldog, which by the way, I'll go on a rant here and say this should not exist.
Yeah.
Like this is a dog. No, but it's not even a joke. Like this is a dog that people made, people
Yeah.
basically created.
Yeah.
And the nature said no to because
Yeah.
he's like a dog that's short nosed. If you see them around the park,
Yeah.
they're panting and breathing the whole time heavy. He's like, this should not exist. And
Yeah.
because of that, it's a liability on the airlines to take them. And most airlines just say no.
Yeah.
So you have to make special arrangement or whatever. So now after COVID, French bulldogs, no. If you have one in Hong Kong, just throw it away.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the ocean.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just like there's no chance it's gonna fly.
No, dude, with the trend recently happening, people, like getting rid of their pets and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think that's the best advice, Like, my French bulldog has a COVID. Oh!
Yeah. Just put a little scarf on him and a beret and let him
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's like, he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He will not find his croissant in 2 days, and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a sad
Eric-
ending.
Just send him to Eric Kaiser. In care of Eric Kaiser.
Exactly.
You do with it,
Yeah,
Eric.
property of Eric Kaiser.
Exactly, yeah.
So now most people who want to leave Hong Kong, they can't get it on a commercial flight. So if you want to get on a commercial flight, some airlines that like Turkish take one dog per plane.
Like, wow.
So which means that before you see a flight that you want to book, you have to call the airlines. And I swear to God, I'm not joking. My friends who are about to move out of Hong Kong,
Yeah.
going to the UK, they said, no, you cannot take this flight because there is a bird on the flight.
Damn.
which
Wait,
it means
wait.
one pet per flight.
Did they clarify with like, hey, excuse me, sir, are you using slang for nothing?
yeah. There's like a really hot girl.
Yeah.
And the guy's like super British.
Yeah.
Like, no, we have a bird on the
Yeah. And the guy's reading the policy. He's like, oh, damn. This is a tough one.
Yeah, can I sit next to the bird?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, my first reaction was like, wait, can't just the bird fly next to the plane?
Yeah.
It sounds like a
Right?
waste
That's
of
pretty
space.
lazy. Yeah. Like, I mean, what you can do, attach them with the chain
Yeah.
and let them flap their own wings. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Exercise it inside the plane.
Yeah, right? You can do that. I mean, they can pretend they're flying with it, but it's
Right,
chained
right.
and they'll get there.
That is ridiculous that they have a bird on the flight.
yeah, and that's
also,
it.
yeah. So anyway, he managed to get his dog. He's like a puppy dog. Italian Greyhound, but he paid because the Italian Greyhound. So you have also another restriction, which is the weight.
Yeah.
If they're small enough, you can take them as a carry-on, but there's a weight including the bag they're in. So it has to be 8 kilograms.
So
for
what
most
you're
of-
saying is that if you have a big dog, it's time to do like MMA cutting.
Correct.
Like
That's
weight cut,
exactly
you know,
right.
like
You
put
have
him on
to
the weighing
weight cut.
scale.
Yeah.
Damn. Get him on the weighing scale just before they get on the plane. Like, all right, you made weight.
And you have to get Dana White to get him to talk shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, dude, wouldn't that be so cool if you have like the fight off for pets on
Yeah.
the plane? It's like you're basically like, all right, coming in the red corner,
Yeah.
coming from the chat
You're a
family.
professional announcer. You should do that.
I would be happy to do it for free, dude. Like just to go there and do it.
You
Like,
already have the
ah.
green screen.
Yeah, exactly. In the red corner, coming from the Chan family living in Sunny Boone, please welcome the Greyhound. He comes in. Gets on.
That's a great gig, by the
Right?
way.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
And in the right corner, oh, he can flap his wings. He can peck you a face, but it's a bird. Please welcome. Yeah.
Oh God.
That'd be so cool. They
So
have the,
that all gets us to a point of people are using private jets
Yeah.
to get their pets out of
God
Hong
damn, I
Kong.
want to be a dog.
Yeah. So that same friend, before he managed to get a ticket for his dog,
Yeah.
he got on the groups. So apparently you have to kind of like pool.
Oh yeah, dude, they're expensive, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember I actually did Google and like research a bit about private jets because
Yeah.
I was so desperate for my sister. I was like, you know what? Let me just see how crazy this
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Let me just see. Is it? I was like, it's impossible. Not happening. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, how much? What? yeah.
You're like, I wouldn't pay that for you, not for my dog, not for my mom,
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah, exactly,
I have
yeah.
the money, but that's too much.
Yeah, but I think it was came to like almost like $500,000 or something.
Dude,
Hong Kong
so
dollars.
for the dog,
Yeah.
include like this is pooled with other travelers. It was
Yeah.
350,000 Hong Kong dollars
Per dog,
person.
right?
No, person and dog together.
Okay, yeah,
Which
yeah.
is still
That's
crazy.
crazy,
money.
right?
Yeah,
I know. I remember I was researching because I was like, I mean, who the hell is Googling book private jet? Don't they have their own Google if you're at that level?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They have
Right?
their own.
Right? You have
Also,
your
I
own-
would only get on that private jet if there is a bunch of birds on it.
Yeah. I'll take the risk of which bird they're referring to.
Yeah, I'll leave it vague.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, you fly to
$300,000.
like Epstein Island or something.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy money.
Jesus, and that, oh my God, like now it's taking my mind to like these tycoons who fly private all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, so if you're telling me a whole group of people, each person still pays $300,000,
Yeah.
this guy probably fly like $1 million each time. Like, yeah, $1 million, whatever, don't really
Yeah.
care.
Well,
Damn.
I think that's about to change, not to get too political here, but that's about to change because the oil prices are going to go nuts
Yeah.
in the next few months
Yeah.
because of the whole Russia thing.
Better have your deep fried food now, man.
Yeah.
the French fries are going up.
Yeah. We use oil one time, we just dump it. Now I gotta reuse it, baby.
Be like McDonald's.
Exactly. Be like an old Chinese restaurant in Dongbei.
Yeah, and then claim like, oh, it's the traditional oil from the ancestry, and therefore
that's
the
what
flavor.
gives it the
flavor, right?
The edge, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
the-
you use the same oil for heating as well.
Yeah. You cannot wash the wok, all that stuff, right? You wash it, it loses all its power. right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you have that.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I think this is the issues that people are talking about leaving and this and that,
Mm.
which comes to another point of like a lot of people who are leaving. They're discussing different ideas, like going to UK, going to
Yeah.
US, this and that. Like, okay, so let me ask you this: where would you, if you really, what would be the ideal? Let's say you could get a permanent residency anywhere in the world. Where would you? Like,
I'd probably go to New York and do stand up.
Right?
That's what I want to do, and that is like it's like that is the dream is a strong word, but that's my ideal situation.
Yeah.
Except that I don't have a visa.
Yeah.
So I can go on a tourist visa.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have one, but I can easily get
not
it.
the same, yeah.
But you can't make money in the US. It's super difficult
Yes.
and very risky to just go and like get paid cash or whatever
Yeah,
because
I
they
know.
have to declare their expenses.
Yeah.
So I can't really do stand up, which is pretty much the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah.
And like, even running podcasts, if I make money off like Patreon or whatever,
Yeah.
you still have to have a legal situation.
Correct. Yeah.
So the only way for me to really do that is to go there on a work visa or a spouse visa or something like get
Yeah.
sponsored somehow.
Yeah.
Which is an open invitation to everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Man, woman, child. Just,
You
know,
identify with what you identify with.
exactly. Yeah.
And I'll love you for it.
Slide into my DMs.
Yeah.
Make me an offer.
Yeah. And let me tell you, you make me an offer, I'll probably not refuse. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't have to make me an offer. You can just ask me.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
All right,
tell
dude,
me, this
how
is what
can
we're
I help
doing.
you? This is my profile. What do you need?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did genuinely think of applying for like political asylum, which I can do because of the situation in Egypt.
Yeah.
But that also means that I have to like really go back to Egypt first
Yeah.
and put myself at risk and be like, see, I'm at risk.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's
No,
not worth it.
Yeah,
because
you're
I
past
can-
that, man.
Yeah, I can go
that
to
route
Egypt
is-
and never go back out.
Yeah,
so.
that's no point
And there's
then.
so many people like me who are in worse situations in Egypt where they are at risk and they're applying, but there's just too many.
Yeah.
And the US now is obviously not in a great position
Yeah.
with the whole, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the word, it's very possible that we might go into like a proper World War III
Yeah, dude,
situation.
like,
not to get like, too emotional, but it's
Yeah.
a possibility right now.
Yeah, because I think, look, what's happening now is that the last few days I've tried my best not to comment too much on it, not because I
Yeah.
don't care, but because I really want to digest everything properly. I'll be very honest with you, I'm not the type of guy to like, oh, let me say something about it, right?
Right.
But I'm not like, oh, please leave me alone, I just want to live my life.
Yeah. No,
So-
you can't really be
I can't.
passive about it anymore.
And it's not right. I mean, I honestly, the world we all live in together, we must well know what's going on. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not telling you like, okay, I'm going to go down and fight for them. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. What I'm saying is that be aware of it.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is a lot of information, if you're not aware, eventually whoever tells you
Yeah.
is going to say whatever they think is true.
Exactly, of
right?
course.
So it's better you do your own research. Of course, everyone's got biases.
Yeah.
And so I'm reading the news, I'm reading all this stuff, and like you see small things. I'll give you a good example. Like the Ukrainian president staying there.
Yeah.
To me, first of all, was like, all right, I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah.
Okay, you had all the ability, and
Yeah.
no one can
He still
stop.
has offers from like the US and Western countries.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Can we get you out? He's like, nope.
Yeah, and this is what I want to remind everybody. I was doing a bit of research. He's also a comedian.
He was so basically he played he's a TV comedian, not a
Yes.
stand-up comedian. He does TV comedian who played the president on
Yes.
TV,
And then
on, like,
eventually-
eventually. But he was always kind of like political.
Yeah.
And I think this is how he ended up being the actual president.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, he played the president on TV, and he
Yeah.
played the president who's kind of like him now.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
he's
there
like
you go.
a popular president.
Right, yeah.
In a way.
And so I want to remind all the people out there who are in the world of comedy.
Yeah.
Any family that tell you you are nothing to me, you're useless.
Yeah.
I want you all to point and direct me. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this perfect example of what we are capable of.
Yeah, I'm not sure like if that's reassuring to the parents.
Yeah.
Like, look at this guy in the middle of war.
Yeah. Parents like, no, actually, you know what? I'd rather you.
Yeah. Can you be a doctor?
Yeah,
Thank
no, but
you.
I very much respect the integrity in that sense. I
So
mean,
wait, okay, so that means you can technically run, since you're British, you can run for the Prime Minister of the UK,
I have
right?
no idea what the rules are. I'm guessing, maybe you have to be born there or something. I know that's the US. The US
Yeah,
you have
that's
to be born
the
in the
US.
US.
Yeah.
I have no
Otherwise,
idea.
you're like Obama born in Kenya, and that's that's not good.
That's another story. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
but that's he got. I don't know how he got away with it.
You know what?
With the middle name Hussein, like it's
As long
so
as-
obvious that he's Muslim.
as long as you have a better PR agency than whatever Carrie Lam has.
I know. Yeah,
can make
she
it
should
work.
hire his PR agency.
Right?
Born in Kenya,
They made
to
that work.
clearly Muslim parents, and he still managed to get 2 terms.
There you go, man.
And I don't know if you noticed, he's black. How did he get away with it? It's nuts.
Anything is possible, people. This is why maybe on the 20th of
I
April.
think they elected his half-white sign.
Yeah.
So
No, in the White House Correspondents' Dinner, what's that lady? Oh, crap, I forget. She had this one joke. She was talking about how he's half white,
was
half
it Tina
black.
Fey?
No. The African American lady.
Oh, yeah. I know
White. Crap.
All right, anyway.
it's like it's all. Goddamn. I'm gonna.
The comedian.
Yes, comedian. Yeah.
Was it- how long ago was it?
Wikes. What's it? My God. It was like I think like when he was president, dude.
Oh, when he was president.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Wanda Sykes?
Yes, one
Yeah,
that's
okay,
like,
yeah.
why was I thinking Wikes?
Because you're racist?
I was like, no, this is my Hong Kong efficiency.
Did
like,
she host the correspondence dinner? I don't know.
I think she did, yeah.
okay.
And then like I think at one point she was joking about how like he's half white, half black.
Yeah.
And so what's gonna happen is like all the black people are like, yay, half black, right?
Yeah.
And the white people are like, well, I mean, we did kind of only vote for the white side.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like when he does a good job, all the black people are like, hey, he's half black.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when he does a bad job, they're like, yeah, that guy.
The whites are like, he's half black.
Yeah, exactly. So you have that as well. It was really well. I was like, it's very good.
The
point.
whites is such a good term because
Yeah.
it's clearly racist, but no one cares.
Right, because,
just
yeah,
called them the whites.
You can get away with it.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I think So this is what I'm trying to say is that a lot of times because I get invited to. Oh yeah. So another thing we have to talk about.
Yes.
Schools, dude.
Oh yeah.
The summer holidays.
Yeah, fuck schools.
Oh my
Summer.
god.
So okay, I feel like when they moved the summer holidays to March and
Yeah.
April, they should have just changed the seasons. That would actually be cool. It's
Right?
Like an official decree.
Yeah.
That like
This is
now,
summer now.
Yeah, now it's summer.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay.
I guess so. You know, I mean, we're Australia now. Why is summer cold?
It's
right?
we said it's summer.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, you said it's summer.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So okay, so first of all, clearly they have not realized that wherever they're working or they're staying, there's a heater. Okay.
Yeah.
And hence the warmth. All right, lady. It's not actually the actual temperature outside. Number two, for the first time in my life, in the last years, two things have happened that have shocked me. Number one, in the last years, I've heard kids tell me, I want to go back to school.
Right.
And I'm like, that is a terrible phrase
Yeah.
for a young person to say. It breaks my heart
I've
that you
never wanted to go back to school ever.
and like even if you wanted to, it's not something where you like really tell people about. it. You're
No.
like, I want to go. You don't,
Yeah, if you're a nerd, you
Yeah.
hide it.
right, yeah. And then the next shocking thing I heard was,
Yeah.
I don't want to have summer holidays. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
oh my god, what
Yeah.
is going on?
Yeah.
you goddamn new generation kids.
Yeah, exactly. This generation
Right?
just likes school more
Right,
than
yeah.
like.
But I get it because, like, I mean, summer holidays. So this is a twist. Like, if I'm correct, summer holidays are happening March.
Yeah.
Right till April.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen is then they come back and they go straight into the exams.
Yeah.
So technically,
Which means that you have to study during
right,
the holiday.
it sucks.
yeah.
Right, and that's
And then you
you're
get
gonna-
like what 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, right.
Before like the regular season semester.
Yeah, exactly. And you have that to get back into track. And, everything.
Exactly.
And then check it out. You're going to be taking exams in summertime when
Yeah.
it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
You'll be in the exam room taking the exam, and we all know Hong Kong air conditioning is
Yeah.
like Superman, right? It's super cold. So
Yeah.
you're there like freezing your ass off.
Yeah.
You leave, you come out, you're like sweating your balls off, and then
Yeah.
what happens? You're basically gonna get sick.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna go take the exam. You're gonna do one cough, and the exam's gonna get canceled.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then it's all over again.
All
then
over
this is
again.
the sixth wave.
Yeah,
because of
wave, right? And then you're gonna because like number 7 is not lucky, we can go straight to 8th wave.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you. I was always wondering. I wondered why they never skipped the 4th wave. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, why did they? They can do it in the buildings. Why
Yeah.
did they? There's no 4th wave. We went straight to the 5th wave.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
So okay, which country has the most waves right now?
I think it'll be California with the surfing, dude.
That's terrible. Go back to your green screen.
I have no idea how many countries have what waves anymore.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I've literally given up because I don't think everyone classifies it as waves. They
Yeah.
just go like, oh, we have this many cases. Let's get on with our lives.
Yeah.
Right. With these guys.
But it's not a universal thing when it's like this is the 5th. So if it hit like Egypt 6 months ago, it's
Yeah.
not the same wave
Yeah.
that's hitting here, right?
I think so. So I have no idea. So well, I mean, like, I don't keep track anymore of like who's getting how many waves or anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just really arbitrary at this point, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And honestly, what's happening is I really feel bad for the students. So I have a lot of classes I teach in schools as well that I change them online. I make them really fun and
Mm. Yeah.
everything. But the point is that all of a sudden now all the March and April schedules, like we have some stuff that is halfway through and
Yeah.
they're like, so do we still do it? I mean, how
Yeah.
do we make it happen? I'm like, yeah, what do we do, right? And then ultimately I was like, so we can't skip 2 months and then come back.
Of course.
Right? And then it's half the schools are like, oh, we need to figure out if there are any activities we can give the kids now.
So yeah, how do you keep kids like? So in summer holidays, obviously people travel, right? Like
Traveled.
Yeah, traveled exactly. So now there is no travel. Like, what are the kids gonna do?
They're going to
And-
lose their mind.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. This is what really upset me. I was like, okay, we had online classes.
Yeah.
Fine, nobody likes it, but fine, we're making it work. Nothing is changing. Like, why are you suddenly closing, like, making school? So then the argument is like, oh, they want to use the school premises for
Oh yeah,
vaccinations or whatever,
yeah.
right?
Which means that their kids are gonna come back to premises that are full of
Yeah,
COVID.
or have had that. I mean, like, they might say, oh, but we cleaned it up. I'm like, okay, what you're
We
saying
cleaned it up.
is like your school had a ghost haunting and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, we got the Ghostbusters. It's all good. Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
you're not gonna sleep well tonight. You're
Yeah.
still kind of gonna freak out. Like, is that a
Oh,
ghost? Is
God.
what's that sound on my bed? Right?
Yeah.
You're still gonna freak out. So the whole point is that I'm really confused as what the logic was, And of course, this is me still trying to understand the logic.
Yeah.
Right. But I really feel bad because like the other day I was like, oh, you know what? I really maybe want to think, can I do something like maybe every Saturday morning or on a weekday morning? Because like I'm sure the parents are working, right?
I mean, right now, even if you go hiking or sit on the beach,
It's packed,
you
right?
have to wear. No, you have to
Oh,
wear a mask.
Oh yeah, that right.
You have to sit on the beach with a mask.
Right? I mean, luckily now at least the weather's still cooler. But once
Yeah.
it gets hotter with the mask and everything, like
No. Let me stop here and say it's fucking retarded to do that anytime ever
It
on a
is.
beach.
I agree.
It's a retarded thing to do.
No, I agree. I mean, the whole point is silly, but I'm saying is that at least now with the cooler weather, at least it's not so terrible.
Yeah.
Right? In summer, the
Yeah.
one thing that pissed me off was the upper lip sweat.
Ah, yes.
Dude,
disgusting.
That was just, I was like, don't drip. Oh, it's in my mouth now. Right? I have that.
Let me ask you back the same question. Where would you, because you also said you
Yeah.
kind of consider.
Yeah,
to
I have
like,
thought about
leave
it. I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I go, it'll be UK. Right?
Okay, so
Simply
yeah,
because
it's
I have
obviously-
family there. So
yeah, you
therefore
have
it's
family
easier.
there. You don't need a visa, obviously.
Yeah. And hence also why I'm working hard working on the green screen thing now as
Right.
well, because what I'm trying to do is when I miss Hong Kong,
Yeah.
I can green screen lie to myself. I'm still
Just put
home.
put the Victoria Harbor in the
Yeah,
background.
exactly. Just be like, and I just like eat some cold frozen microwave dim sum, and when I get some like footage of like a dim sum parlor in Hong Kong, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like home.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, that if that's the case, that would be UK for me for sure.
Okay,
I mean,
and-
obviously, right now, I'm hoping that that's not the case that we have to go anytime soon.
I mean, like, good thing for you is that you have this beautiful place on Cape
Yes.
Road that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
just rent out.
correct.
Right?
Yeah. So lucky for me. I mean, this was like planned like 10 years ago already for
Right.
me, like to think of the long term and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have this one asset which helps me a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Hence, I also talk to people. I'm like, look, it's very unfair
Yeah.
to just judge like that. I'm like, there are so many people who don't have this option as well.
Exactly.
And you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, for me it'll be UK. But you know what's funny? Okay, let's check this out.
Yeah.
So my criteria for moving anywhere, before I even worry about crime rate,
Yeah.
you know what the first thing I check?
Indian food.
No.
What?
I give you one more try.
Not racism. Yeah.
No, my first thing I check is broadband speed. I
Nice.
kid you not,
Yeah.
dude. I kid. When I was looking for apartments and everything, like me and my mom, I was like, Mom, before we even search any of the websites.
Yeah, you can't go into like an old building where
Yeah.
they have no fiber optic.
Correct.
No. Yeah.
So I would actually go to like, let's say, Navigator and all these websites. They
Yeah.
have a map that shows which areas have what internet. I would actually see, okay, this area, because they'll have the fibers in that whole area, right?
Yeah.
So I know this area has it. Now we are allowed to look at places over there.
Yes.
If I see like this area has one or two
That's
without,
not- that's
I'm
a
like, it's
no
out,
go, yeah.
not happening.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but it's a great deal. So you know, the rent is only $1,000 a month. You know, it's like 2,000 square feet. I'm like, nah,
Don't care.
don't care, man. Because like, no matter how big the house is,
But let me stop you here because I live in an old building in Simon Pond.
Yes.
There is no fiber optic.
Yeah.
But I have the 4G router and it's
This-
quite good.
Yeah, this is now. You have that now.
Yeah.
Back then, there wasn't like the 4Gs
Ah,
and 5Gs.
when you were
and everything.
looking for
Yeah, when I was
apartment.
looking,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't at that level of technology.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm a wired guy, man. Like, I
Right.
cannot take the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
thing. I'm
Hence
like,
the 5 coffees behind you.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
very wired.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very, you know, so like, I'm all about the wired connections and everything. So like, even right now, look at us, man. We're on like
It's-
wired
we're-
mics, everything.
yeah,
I'm
we're
like,
very
I'm
wired.
not doing wireless at all.
Right.
So yeah, I think that
So
was.
you're talking about the reliability of your connection. Basically.
Correct. Yes. I need that.
So in the UK, is that good or bad?
So I checked this out. Right? I was looking at different areas. You can go range from like 6 megabits all the way to thousands. I'm like, okay, so I've got to like look into that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I was like, okay, I got to learn a bit more about how's that internet speed. You know?
Yeah.
Then I'm like trying to go on YouTube and I'm saying, oh, UK YouTubers, you know,
Yeah.
what are they? Where do they live? And like, okay, what's
Yeah.
happening? And try to figure it out. But I was telling me, I was like, yeah, that actually is my first thing. I would rather have gunshots outside
Then no internet
than a
or bad.
buffering logo
Yeah.
on my YouTube channel.
I can relate to that because especially almost all of your work and for the foreseeable future is just going to be online.
Correct, yeah.
And it's a lot of content to upload and
Exactly.
edit and stuff like that.
Yeah, so a lot of that, and
Yeah.
hence the reason. I mean, I've always been like that as well, and yeah, this is.
Would
the
you
one thing.
be? Would you also like look into which area? Like first of all, which part of the UK would you
So
live
right
in?
now, because my sister's in Cambridge,
Yeah.
that's the first thing
That's
I'm
where
thinking
all the
of.
smart people are,
Hey,
right?
look at me! I'm coming in, people.
Yeah.
Dumb it down, dumb it
Yeah.
down. Yeah, so it's probably
You
that
do comedy
area.
show. Hey, have you noticed men and women are different? Like,
Yeah, right. Hey, is it Cumbridge or Cambridge? Hey, did they came to the bridge? It's grammatically.
All right,
correct.
Bianca Lau, relax.
Hey, at least I made you laugh, man. Bianca couldn't even do that. All right, so that's the first choice, but then eventually we'll see. I'll have to look. Like, I've actually like done a few Google Map walks.
Yeah.
Where I'm walking down Google Map, and like, okay, there's a
Was
tree.
it in the metaverse?
So stupid. Man. Like it's so dumb. I'm trying to track. Like, do they follow certain
Did
cars?
they have Snoop Dogg but with a British accent?
Yeah. He was like, hello. Would you like to pop off? So probably something like that. I'm sure Snoop. I know you don't sound like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I love how you're saying Snoop like he's like, wait, what did this guy say? He listens every week, obviously.
Hashtag Vivek Mabubani.
Oh, by the way, we got our first 3 coffees on Buy Me a Coffee / HoHoPod.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much from Hillian. Hillian said, thanks for making my day is S between brackets, except no more HoHo podcast during dental session.
Oh,
so she can't
yeah.
listen when she's doing dental session because we make her laugh. Thank you so much, Hillian.
You're too kind.
It's very sweet. 3 coffees, which means 2 for me and one
chai latte.
chai latte for actually we'll take a picture and post it next time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Helian. If you would like to buy us a coffee / chai latte for Vivek, go to buymeacoffee.com / HoHoPod and we'll leave the link in the description below. Patreon.com / HoHoPod. We put bonus episodes every single week on Thursdays, and you can unlock all the 60 plus episodes with $5 a month. And if you subscribe to $20 a month, which is the Tycoon, you get a free HoHo Hong Kong Pod t-shirt, and we'll deliver it right to your doorstep. Vivek, what now? Every time we record an episode, I always think it's the last one.
Yeah.
For so many reasons, not just that the world's ending.
Yeah.
But I always feel like, one time it's going to be like, this could be it. And from the Kung Fu Comedy Times in Shanghai with Andy, when they did come in, it's funny because we had that realization for a second, like, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like whenever this happens, we're going to do the same thing. It's like, we saw that coming. So at least I want to, put it on record that every time I do this with you, I always... try to cherish the moment.
Episode. Yeah.
Exactly.
Same here, man. Yeah. I mean, whatever happens. It's going to be online. It'll be over there. We have access to the original copies of the audio files.
Exactly. So thank you, everyone, for all the support. We really appreciate you guys. We know that I did get a lot of feedback. Like, some people really enjoyed just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Because we've had so many guests. And some other people are so used to us having guests.
Yeah.
So the second group, we're sorry that we literally can't get guests right now because it's very illegal. And we don't want to put, the illegal stuff on record more than the shit that we already talk. So just bear with us. We're trying to keep it fun and lighthearted, and we'll be back with guests as soon as we can. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.